All right, so when we tested the positives and negatives, we just said that this was positive all the way through. When I test a negative, say -10, that'll give me a positive answer when you cube it in this parentheses. When I plug in 0 here, I get a negative cubed, which is negative. And when I plug in something positive, say +10, I get a positive again. If I multiply the factors together, that tells me that my second derivative is positive, negative, positive, which would be concave up, concave down, concave up. Now, we've switched concavity, so that means we've got inflection points at positive and -1, but they're not going to be actual points, because remember, positive and -1 in this function are asymptotes. So that means concavity is switching at the asymptotes. So we've gone through our checklist of everything to do. The last thing we need to do is sketch the graph. So part H is sketching the graph. And so let's start putting what we know. Part A, we figured out there's going to be asymptotes at -1 and 1. So -1 and 1, we can go ahead and mark asymptotes there. Then part B, we saw there is an intercept at 0, 0, so we can mark that. It's going to cross at 0, 0. Part C, we figured out that it's even. So what that tells me is I can figure out just what the right side of the graph looks like, and then I can just use symmetry to mirror that over on the left side. Or you can ignore the fact that it's symmetric and do everything. But this would make it easier if you just do the right side, then you automatically have the left side. Then part D, we're looking at the asymptotes we've drawn and making arrows to infinities. We also have this horizontal asymptote at 2, so let's go ahead and mark that. Horizontal asymptote at 2. And so what we see is from -1, the left side of -1, it goes up. So the left side of -1 is going up. So I'm going to put a little arrow there. I've got the right side of -1. -1 from the right is going down. So -1 from the right, we're going to be going down. So I'm going to put that arrow here, because this is where it would go to -infinity. The left side of +1 is going down. So I'm going to put that arrow here. The right side of +1 is going up. So I'm going to put that arrow there. And since we've got a horizontal asymptote at 2, and this arrow is in this section, then that means it's going to curve down towards there and curve down towards here. Let's see, what else do we have? DE, we've got a maximum at 0, 0. So there's that, and then we've got the concavity and the inflection points. So really we just need to connect the dots. We know that from -infinity to -1 it's concave up. So these are going to connect in a concave up curve. Then we know from -1 to 1, and here it's concave down, and 0, 0 is a maximum. So it can make that parabola shape. And then we've got from 1 to infinity is concave up, and we've got the arrows that we just need to attach. And here we've got concave up. So there's the sketch of the curve.